Keep the mic high, Mal, for me, okay? Keep it high.
Okay. Hello. My name is Malc, and this beautiful, enchanting lady next to me is the love of my life. And this is my Tracy. Before I get stuck into ripping you all up to pieces, because I've not been in Liverpool long when I met four rascals, then four there. I'd like to give a shout out for a young lady that's with us who actually made the dress, designed the dress. She sat over there. Her name's Charlotte. Thank you very much, Charlotte. What a stunning job. Right, when I met Hannah, she was born. She was formed. And all through her little life at that time, she was very quiet. She was. And as she grew up, I thought, what's all this about having girls? Nothing wrong with girls. But this one's very quiet. I didn't know at the time, but how my life has changed in so many ways. For the better, I say. Growing up, I decided to give her a special name. And that's Lil. That's Lil, my Lil. Nobody else's Lil. She can't be anybody else's Lil. My Lil. And I was expecting to say, we'll get tears and tantrums. And we got nothing. No Mardies. No running up the stairs. Nothing. She worried me. I thought she was a drug dealer. But she's always worked. And I remember she was asked to go to Sri Lanka. It's in India somewhere. And she wrote, directed and produced and starred and starred in a show called I Know It, Show Jumpers. It was a great success, and she raised a lot of money to get her to Sri Lanka. Then came something else entirely different. When you put your hand up, if you've got a tattoo on your arm with 3 musketeers on it, then put them down there. I met these just before, I don't know how old they were. See, well, I had black hair then. And they decided to become friends. And friends have stayed all the time. Done some crazy things like decided they hadn't had the prom dresses on long enough. So I had to have a party the next day. So I could all wear them again and go trampolining in the prom dress. I know it cost me a bloody fortune. Anyway, the other time I remember they all came rushing through the house, covered in mud. They'd been to some, what it was. It was pretty muddy. It took Tracy a week to clean the house. Then he come back for a shower, and then went out. It's just all the mud. But never mind. I'm getting to the end now because my oxygen's running out. So, but they're still the best of friends. I mean, they give me a heart attack, which I've had this machine for. And it's working double time. But these 3 young friends became 3 lovely ladies and 3 children. And I noticed one's up for the second round. Nothing to tell me. All right. I didn't want any messages like that. My girl really, really is an assassin. She tried to kill me 3 times. Once in Florida, I just had operation on both knees, so I was pretty unable to walk. And the kids decided it'd be whoopee if I had a wheelchair, because you can get on the rides first. So I went on every ride. And we're coming down this hill, Hannah's pushing, and decided to talk to her mum. And you notice Hannah talks with her hands. She went, "Mum, what's down the bloody hill?" She left me. The second time, went for a weekend break. London, big place down south, full of cockneys. We'd come out from Wetherspoons, walking down a road, must be, 4 metres wide, the pavement, and every 20 yards there's a tree in a big hole. Guess who pushed me down the hole? And I thought I got away with it then, until I got on the underground with the wheelchair. Not easy. She decided to push that hard. I went through the door the other bloody side. I nearly cremated myself. She worked very hard at school, I must say. She never gave us any trouble. She really is the light of my life. And after a short spell in Hull, is it Hull, wasn't it? She started work. It was Hull. She started work at the M&S Bank in Chester. Ended up being in the same place as him. That bloke. Eventually. And now they are together, and I'm pleased to announce I've got a special treat. I've booked you a 4-day all-inclusive holiday at a hotel in Epping. Yeah, you'll love it when you get there. There's people waving bloody flags all over the place. You'll love it, full of immigrants. You should get in, you'll be fine. Got it, Chief. Sorry, Alec. And I found out differences between the north and south. In our area of Derbyshire, when the kids come in from school, they drop their bags on the floor and say, "Mam, mia." So we call it the Italian city. Liverpool, we call it the Chinese city. Because ages ago, the rent man used to knock on the door and the kids say, "Shin tin." Well, and I've ended up with a grandson who's that fabulous, they named a king after him. Where is he?
He's in the crash.
Oh, I could have been swearing. Anyway, ask me about Duncan. I'm really out of breath now. I would like you, if you would, to thank a guy called Matt who's kept me alive for the last 2 hours. He's gone. And I'd like you, from me, to raise a toast, please, to Mr. and Mrs. Taylor, the bride and the groom. Have a great night. Speak to you later. Bye.
Well done, Mal. Okay, ladies and gents, it's now time for the man of the hour himself. Would you please put your hands together for your groom, Alec?
Hello. First off, thank you, Malc, for your kind words. By the way, if you... No. If you could understand this East Midlands accent, he basically just said he thinks I'm gorgeous. That's about that. I just want to thank, first of all, everyone for coming. It's so lovely to see you all. So many loved ones and faces we haven't seen for such a long time. I'm not going to keep you all too long because I can already see Adlin sweating like a blind lesbian in the fish market. But we'll. I've just got a quick few thank yous to make. You right, Trace? So firstly, I do want to thank Tracy and Malc for giving me the privilege of marrying your daughter. Although I didn't really ask when she'd already said yes by the time we told you. Thank you for welcoming me back into your home back in 2011. For those who don't know...
2011?
Was it?
2020.
Oh, hang on. I'm on page 2 here. I'll come back to that. Yeah, thank you for welcoming me into your home. When we moved down to live with you, memories are cherished forever. Ham cobs, gin nights, pasta spirals.
Yeah, don't get them.
I know. But I'm truly grateful for everything you've done for Hannah growing up, that I'm now experiencing, and for me as well. And everything you do for Charlie. He really does think the world of both of you. Loves come steak, granny and grumps. And I never thought I'd be crossing borders to meet the mother-in-law to exchange Charlie. These two. No, truly, without you, I don't think we'd be here in this amazing venue. Top of them. No, but you've helped so much with today. Helped me with so much money with today. So it would be a lot less spectacular. So thank you very much for that. And for those who don't know, me and Hannah kind of got... Do you mind? When me and Hannah kind of got together at the start of COVID, and we both moved in with my mum and dad. So thanks for having us, I suppose. But on that point, yeah, I say me and Hannah got together the very, very start of COVID, and we were kind of forced together. Obviously, in a nice way. But who would have thought a worldwide virus from Wuhan would allow me to Wuhan? You having that one, Pete? So, thank you to my best man and the groomsmen. I'll be honest, you haven't done a lot today, so I'm expecting a full dance floor later on. Captains, that's all on you as well. But again, thank you for my stag do. That was pretty amazing. I think we all had a pretty good time. Some bits were shit. Some bits were shit, but we had an amazing time. So again, thank you very much. Well done. Your starter will be out soon. Bridesmaids, you all look absolutely amazing. And thank you so much for helping along the way to keep Hannah's head on, because I know she's been wobbly. Head-wise. So thank you very much for that. And special thank yous to Paige and Sammy for all the hen do's you've organised. I've had so much FIFA time, it's been amazing. So thank you very, very much. We'd also like to thank for the both of us all our vendors today. So we've had Johnny, that guy there. Thank you very much. Chris, our videographer at the back. Thank you very much again. We've had Chelsea, Charlotte, Sammy and Danielle, who were the makeup and hair people. So they've done a fantastic job on me earlier on. And, of course, we've already been mentioned, but Charlotte, thank you very much for this lovely dress. She looks incredible. So thank you very much. And later on, we've got Colleen as well, the violinist, who's perfectly set the tone. She's gone, but I wrote some nice words about her, but she's gone. She's gone. And we've also got, later on, coming up, what's this point now? I know, but I've moved on. Tracy, thank you for helping to pay for the dress. And all the many alterations that were required. And the cake. If you haven't seen the cake at the back, Hannah's mum made the cake. And it's very, very impressive, so thank you very much. And Bethan, thank you for your help with that too. Where was I? What about the violinist? Oh, she's gone. Later on, we've got Ryan, our DJ, and Jack, a saxophonist. That was good, wasn't it? That was improv. So, thank you very much for them in advance, I suppose. Big thank you to Coleshaw Hall and all the staff associated with them as well. Ever since we came to this venue, we just fell in love, and I think you can all see why. It's absolutely incredible. And since we booked it and all that kind of stuff, we've had to worry about nothing. So, for everyone involved with Coleshaw, thank you very much. You've made it so easy for us. Now, just a little quick bit about my wife. Oh, hang on, I did that bit earlier on. So, in 2022, we had like a year of just doing loads of travelling. This is before Charlie. And we started off that year in San Francisco. And we decided to go. We've seen these viral Irish coffees on Instagram. Come visit us kind of thing. So we went to this. And I don't think Hannah had one before, but she took a liking to them quite early on. So we decided to stay for a few. Now that few turned into a few more. And in the end, she got accidentally pissed. So for those of you that obviously don't know San Francisco, it's all hills. So that resulted in me having to push a very pissed Hannah up and down these hills, very merry on Irish coffees. No. Another one, we went to Oslo with Adam and Heather. And at the time, Hannah was very early pregnancy, but too early for anyone to know. And she stupidly came out with the line, "Oh, we get an espresso martini in every city we go to." To which Adam and Heather went, "Okay, let's go and find one then." Unknowingly trying to get Charlie both pissed and wide at the same time. The little theme of those two stories is she likes a drink. So if you do see her later on without a glass in her hand, please feel free to put one there because it'll make going to bed easier for me. But all joking aside, Hannah, I knew very early on you were the girl I was going to marry. This is that. You look incredible today. Better than I ever could have imagined. Thank you for all the hard work you've put into today, because it's absolutely incredible. And we both know if it was left down to me, it'd be a lot less spectacular than this. So if you are able to stand, can you please do? And can we raise a toast, please, to my beautiful wife? Come on then. Our beautiful guests. Beautiful guests. And finally, to all those loved ones who can't be with us today. So again, So again, from the both of us, thank you everyone from the bottom of our hearts for coming today. It's meant so much to us. The night is still young, we've got a lot of partying to go, so I can't wait for all that. And now just to pass you on to Andy, my best man. And Andy, if you can try your best. Andy, if you can try your best to keep your swears down to a minimum. There are still some little ears in the room, and some big ones. Thank you, everyone.
Well done there, Alec. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure this is the one you've all been waiting for. I did speak to Andy earlier, and he said to me, due to the content of his speech, he'd like a standing ovation before he starts. So if you don't mind, ladies and gents, I know you've just been standing, but could you please be standing and give him a big round of applause? Keep the mic really high, mate. It seems quite sensitive.
Early. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For those who don't know me, my name is Andy, and I suppose I best come clean and say from the off that my accent does have a tendency of getting stronger after a few bevies. So if this happens, and if anyone struggles to understand me, and you need me to translate anything, come and see me later on, and I'll show you what it was that I was meant to be saying. And who knows, maybe if you're lucky, I'll be able to show you some of the things that I wasn't allowed to say. I'd like to start off by offering my sincerest congratulations to Hannah and Alec. It's been a wonderful day, and I'm sure everybody would agree that we're all so proud of you both and so excited to celebrate the next chapter of your lives together. So here we are then, the big day that has been nearly 2 years in the making. I'd like to thank both the happy couple and their families for such a fantastic day. Everybody here knows how hard you've both worked and the incredible effort that it's taken to make sure that you have the perfect wedding day. So a massive thank you to everybody who's brought it all together. And what about the bride, ladies and gentlemen? Doesn't she look incredible today? I mean, we all suspected that Al was punching above his weight with Hannah before now. But I think today's pretty much confirmed that this is the case. I'd also like to mention the bridesmaids, who look fantastic. And of course, the main man, Charlie. And not forgetting the groomsmen, who's all scrubbed up all right as well. I was waiting for someone to say so was the best man there, like, but you know, whatever. In fact, everybody here looks fantastic. The venue's spectacular, the sun is shining, and it's nice to see that, unlike Al's stag do, everybody's made it to the evening without having to be taken to bed early. Hey, Robbie. On that subject, I suppose it's also a bonus that everybody's managed to get to this point in the day without having to throw their dirty undies out of the window. But I suppose there's still time for that. Sorry, mate. I am going to get a bit deep now, as we are here to celebrate love, and their tale did play out like a classic love story. Girl from Derbyshire meets boy from Birkenhead at work. They begin talking more and more as a budding romance turns into undeniable, everlasting love. Sort of like Gavin and Stacey, if you'd ordered it from Temu. But I think it's fair to say that you both had to overcome some pretty big obstacles to get to where you are today. For example, a global pandemic at the start of your relationship might have deterred some people, but your love has not only endured, it's triumphed, and it's clear to everybody here today that you two are soulmates. I remember when Al told me that he met a girl in work that he liked, and you could tell from the very beginning that he believed he'd found somebody special. Alarm bells were ringing in the way that he described as being smart, beautiful, kind, and I remember thinking, aye, I've got some competition here. And of course, now they're happily married with a beautiful home and an amazing son, Charlie. It was an honour to be asked to be Al's best man. He's been my best mate for nearly 20 years, and we've been through a lot together. We first became friends in sixth form, as we were two of only 3 lads who were daft enough to take sociology as an A-level. The first thing we ever bonded over was the fact that we both fancied the arse of the teacher. And that led to the beginning of a beautiful friendship, walking home together, having an earphone each to listen to the Kooks album and to talk about how fit she was, in the vulgar way that 16-year-old lads do. So really, we have her to thank. If it hadn't been for the mysterious folder on her desktop named Celtic Pics that sent our adolescent imaginations into overdrive, I might not have been stood up here with you today. So this one's for you, miss, wherever you are. But this casual approach to our education carried on into university, especially in third year when we made the bold decision to live together. We weren't a very good advert for Liverpool John Moores, to be honest, were we? The work always seemed to get in the way of our FIFA marathons on the Xbox, or watching episodes of Catchphrase from the early 90s with a pint of the homebrew that Al had decided to create. But that stuff was absolute rocket fuel, wasn't it? Every party we had, we'd try and give it away, but nobody would be able to get past the first few sips before throwing it down the sink, leaving a full keg for us to drink. Thank God that house had 2 toilets, is all I'll say. But all this overindulgence did eventually lead to an ill-fated health kick. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, these fine specimens before you were once forced into doing some exercise. So off he goes into the Sports Direct in town to buy all the gear, the t-shirts, the shorts, the trainees and so on. We went on one run together and then stopped on the way home for a portion of chips and some Papa Doms. I think sometimes you just got to make peace with wanting to watch Dirty Dancing and eating a chocolate gateau together. There's so many more stories that I could regale you all with from down the years, from Al somehow managing to upset the nicest barman in Turkey on one of our lads' holidays, or leading a train carriage full of people and singing the Beatles on the way home from the infamous pre-season trip to Leeds. Just being tear-gassed by the French police after making the 10-hour overnight journey to Lille, all to see Everton play out the most boring 0-0 draw that we've ever witnessed. But I can't mention the football without bringing up Al's competitive nature. Of course, he's the proud scorer of a goal for the Tesco football team at his beloved Gladys Street End at Goodison Park, which I think he brought up to anybody that he met for the 2 years that followed and was his go-to comeback in any argument about football for a good while after. But this competitive streak has unfortunately ended a few footballing careers early. Not through him causing an injury or anything like that, but just because he'd had enough of his bloody moaning at them during the game. Poor Kirk, where is he? Poor Kirk only turned up for football one Tuesday night and swore never to share a football pitch with him again. It was after a few bad passes that shouting had started, along with the infamous flinging of the arms whenever he wasn't happy with something. But in all seriousness, he is the best mate a guy could ask for. He's been through the highs, the lows, and everything in between. And I'm sure that the lads will agree with me that you've become an important part of our dysfunctional group. with your kindness and your uncanny ability to make everybody laugh, especially with your laden dad jokes. And you're like the brother that I never had. We're all so proud of the man that you've become, and we couldn't be happier that you found and married the love of your life, Hannah. Here's to the happy couple.